News and video posted to his Sussex Royal Instagram page, Prince Harry has just publicly addressed the selection by way of him and his wife, Meghan, to go away their royal lives in the back of. Watch this. The United Kingdom is in surprise after some massive decisions with the aid of Prince Harry. For years, rumors have circulated about Prince Harry's courting with the royal-owned family, his future function within the monarchy, and his ongoing struggles with public perception. Just when it regarded just like the rumors were beginning to die down, Prince Harry bowled over the world once more. In a dramatic move that many do not forget to be an ambitious decision, the Duke of Sussex has broken his silence, revealing a few hidden truths. What precisely did Prince Harry display? Join us as we uncover Prince Harry's move that left the United Kingdom in shock. The contemporary trends inside the royal circle of relatives have Prince Harry has damaged his silence on many issues, leaving the UK speculating approximately the destiny of his dating along with his father, Prince Charles, and brother, Prince William. Not only that, many are also starting to impeach his public image. Harry has just made a comment on his struggles with the royal family, revealing greater about the demanding situations he has confronted in current years. His comments have left many questioning if reconciliation is feasible or if the rift is beyond repair. And every single time I've attempted to do it privately, there have been briefings and leakings and planting of testimonies against me and my spouse. You know, the family motto is in no way whinge ever. Stay tuned, we're given the full gist for you. In an interview with Oprah Winfrey interview, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle shared their deep emotional struggles at the same time as dwelling as part of the royal family. They spoke brazenly about how tough it changed into to cope with the consistent media interest and the public pressure. Was the pass about getting far away from the United Kingdom press due to the fact the clique, as you recognize, is anywhere, or became a flaw because you weren't getting sufficient guide from the organization? It become each. Both. One of the most surprising components of their verbal exchange changed into when they pointed out racism in the royal-owned family. Harry and Meghan referred to that there had been concerns approximately the color of their unborn son's skin. So we have in tandem the communication of he may not take delivery of security, he's no longer going to take delivery of identify, and additionally concerns and conversations about how darkish his skin might be when he's born. This revelation greatly surprised many and caused people to discuss racism within the British monarchy. The couple also talked about the manner the media dealt with them and how it made their lives very difficult. Their selection to step far from royal responsibilities wasn't pretty much in search of privateness. It became additionally approximately defensive their intellectual health. This is not a marvel to each person. It's definitely unhappy that it is we're given thus far, however I've were given to do something for my personal intellectual health, for my wife's and for Archie's as properly, because I ought to see where this turned into headed. The interview gave human beings an extraordinary have a look at the actual struggles the couple faced and the motives at the back of their choice to depart royal lifestyles. While the interview brought them support, it additionally brought about criticism, showing simply how much interest their situation had drawn. The interview additionally revealed how a whole lot strained he felt being part of the royal family. During the interview with the journalist Tom Bradby, Harry admitted that he felt trapped. He spoke approximately how hard it turned into to live under constant public interest and the royal rules. Harry explained that stepping lower back from royal duties changed into now not a clean decision. But it was vital for his personal nicely being. He wanted personal freedom, something he felt he could not have while being a part of the royal gadget. Leaving the royal circle of relatives meant giving up security and lots of privileges, but it became a preference Harry felt he had to make. This interview helped people apprehend how deep the pressure turned into and the way Harry had to regain manage of his life. It wasn't pretty much averting the media. It was approximately protecting his fitness and locating peace. But that changed into handiest the beginning. Prince Harry shared even more shocking revelations approximately his existence as a royal. Additionally, Prince Harry targeted loads on mental health during these interviews. He spoke approximately how the pressures of royal life affected his well-being. In the Oprah interview, Harry pointed out his struggles with tension and melancholy. He defined that years of being inside the public eye made it more difficult for him to cope with these emotions. The ache of dropping his mom, Princess Diana, additionally played a massive role in his mental health problems. He shared how difficult it were to deal with all of this, even as also being predicted to act in a sure way as a member of the royal circle of relatives. What came about to my mom, and the reality that I turned into a kid and I felt helpless. That turns into the internal turmoil, the internal warfare, particularly at a younger age. Harry encouraged people to talk overtly approximately intellectual health, something he believes may be very essential. A new sort of verbal exchange had began, a positive and constructive conversation, putting intellectual fitness and our intellectual health at the leading edge of public consciousness. He shared that he had sought therapy to assist him deal with his emotions and advocated others to do the identical. When did you begin therapy? 4 years ago now. 4 years is type of recent. Yeah, however, 4 years of therapy for a person that never idea that they would ever want or do remedy it's a long time. His honesty added attention to intellectual fitness problems and helped damage down the stigma around seeking assist. Harry's decision to talk so overtly approximately his struggles confirmed the significance of talking about mental health and taking care of oneself. As the verbal exchange spread out, Prince Harry discovered even greater startling truths about existence in the back of palace partitions. Harry expressed his frustration with how the royal circle of relatives dealt with his and Meghan's challenges. He stated that they did not receive guide from his own family when they were under attack from the media. He felt that the royal circle of relatives didn't arise for them, even if the clique becomes spreading harmful tales about Meghan. This lack of guide introduced to Harry's feelings of isolation and frustration. It became painful for him to sense that his circle of relatives wasn't there for him during one of these tough times. The couple was hoping that the royal circle of relatives would defend them, however, rather they have been left to fight the media alone. This loss of motion from the circle of relatives deepened the divide among Harry and the royals, making his selection to step far away from royal obligations seem even greater necessary. The loss of aid Harry defined made it clear just how tough his dating with the circle of relatives had turned out to be. These interviews showed how difficult life has been for Harry and Meghan within the royal family. Harry's honesty about his struggles opened up essential conversations approximately intellectual health and racism, and there's now more expertise, compassion, and kindness for all people who opens up approximately their struggles. There is much more that can be done at each unmarried stage to make conversations about mental health as commonplace as the ones approximately physical health. His selection to talk out sparked controversy, but it also gave the arena a better expertise of what it is like to live under regular public scrutiny. While it is uncertain how his relationship with the royal circle of relatives will change, the interviews have already made a big impact. Supporting human beings know his side of the story. For many, this was a shocking revelation. The public, who had long believed that contributors of the royal family lived in peace, have been left in utter marvel by way of Prince Harry's candid remarks. But little did they realize it become just the beginning. When the idea of the controversy changed into over, they have been met with but any other drama that might further shake the rules of the royal narrative. What should in all likelihood come next in this ongoing saga? Keep watching to discover the felony struggle among Harry and the media. The saga between Prince Harry and the British press has taken a dramatic turn. One of the biggest moments came whilst the Mail on Sunday published a non-public letter Harry had written to his father, Prince Charles. This turned into a letter supposed to stay private, but it determined its way into the public eye. For many, this was a shocking pass, especially because participants of the royal family are recognized for retaining private topics far away from the public. Harry's response to this invasion turned into quick. He filed a lawsuit towards the newspaper. This wasn't pretty much one letter. It was approximately defensive of his proper privacy and standing up for what he believed turned into incorrect. Harry's lawsuit turned into based on two principal claims: the violation of his privacy and damage to his reputation. He argued that the publication of his letter become no longer simply an invasion of his personal lifestyles, but it also defamed him. By publishing the letter without his permission, the Mail on Sunday had crossed a line. To Harry, this wasn't without a doubt approximately a personal record being exposed. He believes the clique used his non-public struggles to create headlines. The newspaper did not simply document on a letter, it sensationalized the circle of relatives issue for its personal gain. This act of turning something non-public right into a public spectacle was what Harry could not tolerate. The lawsuit changed into now not simplest about defense of one piece of correspondence. Over the years, the press had often crossed boundaries, and Harry had constantly been annoyed with the manner the media handled him and his family. The publication of this letter changed into simply the present day in a protracted records of invasions of privateness. By taking the newspaper to courtroom, Harry desired to reveal that he wouldn't allow the press off without difficulty. Interestingly, his goal wasn't to silence the clique, but to make it extra liable for its actions. He believed that the clique had to exchange the way it operated, mainly when it got here to public figures like him. Although human beings understood Harry's frustration and agreed that his right to privacy have to be respected, alternatively, there were individuals who criticized Harry's movements. But how Harry reacted to the criticism shocked anyone. Despite the criticism, Harry stood firm in his decision. For him, this wasn't pretty much protective himself. It became about protective anybody who have been wronged by way of the press. He wanted to set an instance that would alternate the manner the media treated all public figures. His case changed into a message about the need for more respect for privacy. Harry's prison movement turned into just the start of what might be a far larger fight for privateness and recognize what might show up subsequent. Only time might inform. However, humans agree with that every one of those controversies probable caused Prince Harry taking a break from royal responsibilities. A past that has left the whole UK speaking. But what brought about this stunning selection? The tale behind it's far fascinating and one you might not need to overlook. The reality approximately Prince Hilary's brief break.